Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are doing like a sneak peek of my 2025 lineup, and I am going retro because I already own these planners. I do not have to buy any new planners, so every single one of these planners is outdated. A lot of them from 2020, which I feel is like the Happy Planner golden era. The 2020-2021 planners are some of my favorites. And you might notice this is a classic size compared to what I'm using right now, which is the big size. So I am going to go with the classic size in 2025. There are a couple of reasons. One reason is I have these gorgeous planners. I don't know if you guys do this like I do, where you're saving some of your favorite planners because they're so cute and you don't want to ruin them, like for instance with my very messy handwriting. But so these have been saved, but you know, I've moved them from house to house because we've moved a lot, and it's just a lot to move, but also they're so beautiful. I love them so much. A lot of these are seasonal planners, which is like the green for March and the red hearts for February. And even though we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, I still appreciate the colors and holiday being on the divider. Just a lot of cute things in some of these older planners that I love. And you know that I'm struggling right now with some really boring planners and just how the planners are so blank, which I know a lot of people like if you're decorating. But these planners from 2020, let me show you, like for instance, this is the hourly one. You just have like 2 splashes of color, actually some paint splatter, top and bottom, but these could still be decorated if you needed to. It would be a pain to do it every week to have to cover everything up, but I wouldn't be decorating them every single week even if I decided to decorate at all. It definitely wouldn't be every single week, and that's what I like, is I don't have to. Right now, I have to decorate every single week, only because without it, it's so boring. So this takes quite a bit of time to do in multiple planners every single week. Even though I love the results, it's super cute. To have a planner that's already done and already super cute is exciting. So I have a whole stack here, and also I did want to mention that the reason that I am using so many planners is that I do have them. If I had to buy new planners now, I would definitely pare down the amount of planners and really try to squish a lot into one. But because I do have them and I'm wanting to get them out of my stash and use them because they're so cute, I just grabbed all of these to use for 2025. I did not like any of the new Happy Planner 2025 planners. I mean, some of them were okay, but none of them compared to this. So also in my stash, I have these random guts from planners that I bought in a huge lot. So they're missing a couple months, but I'm going to make them work for different things. So this is just a quick look. I'm just going to show you a stack of them real quickly so you can kind of see what I'm considering. In the next few upcoming videos, I will be going through like which planners I'm considering for which category, and obviously not every single one of these will be used. These are just like what are on as the options. So I will have individual videos of those, and I'm also going to flip through these again because I mean, we haven't seen these flipped through since 2020, and there's just so many adorable dividers and pages here that I think it's gonna be really fun to go through these again. So just to let you know, I have like hourly planners in here, vertical planners, teacher planners, student planners, horizontal planners. I think that's pretty much, monthly planners. That's pretty much the gamut of what you could possibly have as planners. The couple of planners that I don't have that I am using right now is I do not own a checklist planner in a classic size. That's fine. I do not own a vertical lined planner in a classic size. So those are some that I'm using right now that I actually do like, but I'm not going to go out and buy a planner for that because again, I have plenty of other planners that can fill in, and I'll just make them work, adding lines or just working around what I don't have. I have a checklist from Happy Planner. Do I have that over here? That I can add my own checklist. I know that might be a pain, but the good thing about that is you can kind of customize where you put your checklist. So, oh, here we go. So I can just add my own as needed instead of having an actual checklist planner, but and I'm actually utilizing a lot of vertical planners in 2025, which is not something that I normally do. I don't really love the vertical layout, so I've used it sparingly in the past, but because I have them and they are so adorable, I will be using vertical for 2025 as well. So I think the newest planner in this set is this Bambi planner that I got with the fall sale from Happy Planner. This thing was 40% off at $10, so it ended up being $6 for this thing. That's my kind of price. So that is one of the new ones. I think it's the only newer one. And the rest of these are, maybe the latest is, I think 2021. We might have a 2022 in here, but most are 2019, 2020. So really fun. But for 2025, maybe check out your own stash and just see what you have, because you probably have really beautiful planners that you already love that you can use. And again, I know, like I was saying before, I try to save some of these because I don't want my handwriting to be like messing up the beauty of them, but that is super lame. I'm just going to carry planners around and forever. So this year is the year I'm going to be using these planners that I've kept for almost 5 years. In some cases over 5 years. Now for the classic size, I was not going to use it because it just didn't feel like I had enough room to write, but that's when I had a couple less planners. Now that I'm using multiple planners, I really do have more space because I'm breaking it up. I don't have to fit everything all in one planner spread. So I do think the classic size is going to work. And I'll just show you this. I kind of spread it out now anyway. You know, I could fit this somewhere. I could use less words, and I could fit this in a classic if I wrote a little smaller. But like some of these spaces, you can see I have spaces. So I know that I'm going to be able to fit with the classic planner, and that's because, again, I have so much, I have multiple planners to plan, and so it's going to work out just fine. I'm not worried about that anymore. Before, when I was using less planners, that would have been a concern, but now that everything kind of has its own category, I can use the classic size and I'm not worried about it. So I was starting to notice that I had extra room. I could add more stickers, things like that. So the classic size is going to work just fine. Also, please remember, again, I have all these planners. I would not buy this many planners this year. One, it would just not be in the budget, but number two, it would seem more like a waste. But I wanted to use what I have. So let's just do a quick look at all of these to see which ones are going to be an option. And then again, check back for other videos where I'm actually flipping through and telling you what I'm thinking of using them for. So here's one of the horizontal ones that I'm thinking of using, and the colors in here are so pretty, and of course the florals. So I'm thinking of using this as how a lot of people use horizontals, but it's going to be like the Torah Parsha for the week planner, and this is from 2019-2020. You see I already redated this for one of the years, but I didn't actually use it except for a couple days, which I already had to white out there. So I mean, these aren't perfect, but they are, other than like a couple pages of flaws, they are nearly like new. So other than the covers I've really had a hard time from the moves. And so definitely horizontal is on the list this time. This is a homebody dashboard planner, and this came in a lot of just the inserts, I guess is now what we say, but we used to say the guts of the Happy Planner, and that's all it had. It only had these. I checked through, and it does have the entire year. I just put it on discs and on a cover, and but that's how it might have come with a disc actually. I just popped a cover on there to protect it. Here's some color block student layouts. I really love the old student layout for color block because they are colorful, so you can see that there are different colors in here. It's really good for a lot of things, definitely for like a house cleaning function planner. This is a vertical planner. I love this one too. This is a seasonal one, and we flipped through this a little bit earlier, but look at the pretty colors in the monthly that's already there for you. It has some pretty things already there. You can add more, of course, and then it's semi-neutral inside if I wanted to add more stickers. So I just love that this is a combination of both. You know, I'm gonna use this in one of my planners that I will not have to decorate every week. Not have to, but I will not be decorating every week. And this is probably my favorite planner ever. When I bought it without the July divider here. I bought it used. I don't know if it came in one of the big lots. I'm sure it did. But how pretty is this? Look at the florals here. The weekends are highlighted and then just some color in the weekly. This is the one time that Happy Planner put the times on every single day. A lot of people have been whiting that out. I don't know. I might actually white it out because I do like it having it in the first day of the page. But I don't know if we need it every single day to have the time in there. But I love the florals and I love the colors. So we'll flip through this one later. It's so pretty. You're going to love this flip through. I'm sure you've seen it before, but just this is a refresh because I'm pulling them out again to use them. So this is the Stargazer monthly planner. Lots of splashes of color. A lot of these I don't, well, not a lot of these. A couple of these I don't love the dividers on. I'm saying that with the Stargazer. I don't love all of the dividers. Probably not most of the dividers. This one, however, I pretty much love all of it. This is another hourly layout. It's in the running, but I already have that one really pretty one. So even though this one's gorgeous, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. We'll see if I could think of something else to use an hourly planner for. Now, here is another 2020-2021 planner. Beautiful dividers on these, and then the weeklies are super pretty with that splash of color. It kind of looks like somebody already put washi on the page, so it saves me the trouble from doing that. But if I wanted to change it out, I could just cover that little spot there with washi and decorate away. So I like that there is flexibility, but I also like, honestly, that I'm not going to have to decorate most of the time. If I just get a wild feeling to decorate, I have it there. It's still pretty neutral on the inside in some spots, and it's also plenty of room to write, which I love. This is another vertical, super pretty florals. This is 2020, and we'll go over and discuss why 2020 is going to be such a good one for me to use this year. Maybe not for everybody, but I could just tell you this right now. January and February are the same for 2020 as 2025 until Leap Day, the 29th. So you can pretty much, if you have a 2020 planner, use January and February straight as it is. So this has some splashes of color and some of the colors on the vertical lines, but still relatively neutral if I ever do want to decorate it, but I don't have to because it has color. Now this is a golden student layout. This one has a different color every month for 4 months in a row, and then it switches back and rotates the colors. So 4 different colors in this planner. Dream. This is my dream. Now the dividers, I'm not like that modern art or whatever you would call that abstract art kind of gal, but I love the colors there. Okay, so this, did I already say I had a favorite planner? This is one of my favorite planners because look how pretty this is with the seasonal dividers. Tons of color, which I love. Color on the top, color on the weekends. And I actually really like the inside of this cover, not necessarily the outside of this cover. But this is not a boring monthly. This monthly is going to be so fun to decorate. Of course, I will have to redate. And look at the weeklies. It just mimics and it really pulls together. You can see some of the seasonal dividers that are super cute. May change a couple of them out. But how fun. It's like, you know what month you're on because of the decorations that are already there. Of course, again, if I wanted to cover them up, put some washi over it, white out some stuff, and it would be easy enough. But for the most part, these are non-decorating planners. Okay, and this colorful planner is also for consideration with these seasonal dividers. Super cute and tons of color. So I'm not sure if I'll be using this because I would use it in the traditional teacher way because I don't want to cover up those cute, pretty, colorful numbers and words for the days. But look at it. Love, love, love how much color there is. So again, the inside, the weekly, is easy enough to decorate if I wanted to. It's a few colors splashed along, but again, I don't have to decorate if I don't want to. I have one planner, my catch-all planner, that I'm going to want to decorate, but we already saw this one a little. This one is another hourly. So 3 hourlies. It's going to be really hard to choose. I'm going to try to figure out something else to do with hourlies. This is somewhat seasonal dividers. Some of them are just odd. Like, I don't know what the camera is for me. But, you know, summer, July, really cute. And then you only have a couple of colors on the weekly. So again, if I want to decorate, great. If I don't have to. This here is my favorite divider, probably all time. This is the October divider. I have this in my big planner right now, and I stole it from the big version of this planner. It's just one of my favorite dividers ever. So cozy, so cute. But again, you can see how easy it is to decorate if I wanted to. So I'm pretty happy with this. But the thing that makes me the most happy on all of these is I can decorate, but I don't have to. I don't know, it'd be a fortune in stickers to decorate all these planners. Okay, so this is a horizontal one. This is, again, it's just, I bought the guts. It's missing a couple of months, so I'll have to figure that out when I get to it. But super cute layout with a horizontal. And I have decided, I think this is going to be one of the planners that I use for the boys. That's green and peach on the weekly, so it's not a big deal. But the dividers are really cute, and they also are seasonal. So I may steal some for my planners and switch them out with some of the less desirable dividers, because the boys don't even look at the dividers for the planners that I have for them. And what I have for them are a school planner, I'll have a meal planner for them to look at, and then a list planner of things that I want them to get done for the day. And here is my Bambi dashboard planner. So this one actually goes through, does it go through June of 2025? So this one is going to be current, and I will be using that probably for one of my work planners because I like to use dashboards for this. So these are just two planners that are off their original disc, stuck on these expander discs. This is a student planner up here in front, which again is the color block. It's very useful for a lot of things like lists and keeping things straight. And it doesn't have so much color, so this is because it's mostly green. I mean, I might use that for the boys. This back planner here, I mean, I just didn't take it off the disc. This is a wellness planner. This is probably from 2020, I think. And it's a vertical layout, so that's kind of rare in a wellness planner. I prefer this in a wellness planner than what, the normal wellness layout, because you kind of make your own categories and such. But you can see the grid on the bottom. It's pretty nice, but every weekly is peach, and I don't really love it. So I don't know that I will be using that as a wellness planner, but it's in there as an option. I might just use normal vertical. Okay, so here's another one of my mismatch in a lot on eBay planners that I got back in 2020. This is so colorful and so pretty. I love the inserts or the insides of this one. I love the splash of color everywhere. And somebody wrote on that, so this is one that I bought used. I'll just white that out, and then you can see that it starts at March. So I'm missing January and February. I will have to figure that out. In this section, though, behind, she did send like a couple extra months of, they're not the ones that are missing, they're not January and February, but I could work around these. I think this is from the mom dashboard layout planner. So there's just like two on there on that cover, the wrong discs, everything, I don't care. That is, those are inserts that I can be able to use for this year if those are the ones I choose. Okay, so a ton of choices, but I do have a lot of categories, so I think a lot of these are going to be able to be selected. There are definitely a few that are iffy and that I'm not sure about, but I think we're going to get through it and figure it out. So the reason I'm starting early, okay, it's 11/11, so it's November 11th today. I'm starting, 2 months early, because I want to have them franken-planned and all ready, so like January 1st, I'm writing in all my new planners. Actually, December 31st, I'm writing in all of my new planners for the new year. So I know it's a process. It takes some time. This is the leaning tower of planners, just sliding off like that. And that is it for this video. I just wanted to show you what I'm considering, what my options are, and I'm excited that I'm using some planners that have just been stored in my house for years. And I also am so excited about the colors. So check back, because I will be going through videos to show which ones I'm considering for which, and I won't do the final lineup until probably somewhere in December. So like somewhere a month away, final lineup. But these are all the considerations, and I'm also going to be flipping through these again because it's been so long since we've seen flip throughs of these planners. You guys are going to love them. They're so pretty. All right, thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.